Alright, I'm trying to... trying to figure out where the hell I'm at. Says I'm live on... There we go. Alright. Says I'm live on... I need to shut that off. Make sure that one's off. Okay. Alright. We are live all over the place. So now I'm going to put that down there. I'm going to take this, put this down here. Actually, I'm going to move this one over here. And I'm going to move this one over here so I could see the chat on both sides. Okay. And now to... No, that ain't going to work. And I need to... Okay. We are live on Facebook and YouTube. So now we pray to God that people see it, share it out, come in, say hello. Going to be about 4 more hours, and then I'm going to go lay down for about 4 more hours. this the right way. I got the caps locked. Put that up there. Put that out there. And now we wait. Okay. Got that fixed. I didn't know I could do that, but we figured it out. Welcome everybody. Sorry I couldn't even see you in there. So I am on two different stream platforms. I'm on Facebook and I'm also on YouTube. I can't figure out how to go live on TikTok because one, they always say you got to have 1,000 subscribers for TikTok, and I simply don't have that. I didn't care. I wasn't worried about an audience and stuff like that because I'm usually too busy working. But we do got this up and running now. Again, welcome everybody, morning, afternoon, wherever in the world you might happen to be. I am your host, Ghost Dog. I can't sleep, I only got about 2 hours of sleep last night, and then I'm wide awake again. I am tired, I'm extremely tired. The good news is, out of the 500, we got 75 raised so far. We're just 425 more to go, which I'm praying we get today, if not by tomorrow night. Gotta have it. Otherwise, we're going to get evicted. We simply don't have enough time to make it ourselves doing our jobs. We just don't have the time. If we could have waited until at least Friday, we could absolutely have the full amount for rent. Anybody has any questions? Let me know. Ask me. Hey, Fallen. I said, hey, Pauline. I said, Fallen. I'm on my Facebook as well. And it's got that CC thing going on here. I don't even know how to shut that off. That's going to be distracting. It is 56 degrees. It's supposed to be a sunny day today. I got to go to work at 4. So like I said, the stream's going to go until about noon. And then I got to get me a couple more hours of sleep. And then my next live session will be from the car. So right now I kind of wish, Fallen, you were here so you could man the computer system so I could do the live from the car and you can make sure everything works. Because you're about the only one that knows how to run this system. You are, if anything, really good with the computer system. I know it's been a while since you've done anything with the computer system, but you're like a person, you know. Once you learn how to ride a bike, you never truly forget. And once you get going, it's just like jumping on the old saddle. Yeah, I really do. I'm going to, I'm going to open up my Zoom. So give me a second. So it opens up somewhere. There it is. New meeting. Close that off. Open that up. Turn on my display. Actually, how do I change the background? Okay, add image. Okay. And now to invite Fallen if she's not busy. At least you'll have an invite. And if this works out, I will open this up some more. Let's see. Turn that off. No, that ain't gonna work. Let's see if I can make this bigger. Okay. Turn this around. Turn the video back on. Let me turn this around. And there we go. All right. So, it's up and running. Hello to the people in here. Greatly appreciate you being here. I do ask, please share this out. I'm like an old geezer getting back in here. I do have my Zoom up and running. If you want to come up, just let me know. You're more than welcome to come up. Keep me busy. Keep me grounded for right now. If you've never had Zoom, all you have to do is click on the link. Once I send it to you, you just got to load the Zoom. You don't have to pay anything because you're a guest. Uh, select your settings for audio and either a picture or a live view from your camera. It doesn't matter. But you all are welcome to come up. Miss Fallen is finally coming in. There she is. No. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, I see.
Hello.
Hi. I'm just trying to figure this shit out. So, I'll get it eventually. I think I need more people to show my background.
Yeah, most likely.
I don't know how this shit works anymore. And I shouldn't have to remember how this shit works. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Keep talking, will you? I gotta get my headset adjusted.
Oh, okay. Well, like I was saying yesterday, I got me a new iPhone.
Right.
Um,
Well, congratulations.
that's a iPhone 13.
It'll work. It'll work. I still got my 11 and I won't give it up.
Mm-mm.
Nope. And you hear about the 16s? People are returning them.
Uh, what's up with the 16s?
Nothing's changed on it from the 15s. Nothing has changed. No
Oh
updates,
gosh.
no special cameras, nothing. It's basically the same thing as a 15. So people are like, well, shit, if you're not going to have new enhancements and new updates and stuff like that, they're like, why do I want this? They just wasted what, $1,300, $1,400,
Right.
So
One of the biggest reasons why I got an iPhone again is because I could transfer a lot easier than if I had another brand.
right,
All the memories I had of
yeah,
my fiance and all that stuff.
yeah, yeah, that does come in handy, that's for sure. I have another webcam on somewhere, but except I have no idea where the hell it's at. It's buried somewhere. So, anyways, oh, Fallen, I have never been more scared, more nervous in my life than I am right now.
I know.
This just came out of the blue. Literally out of the blue. I literally just gave our compliment to our landlord the other night, and not 3 seconds later, Colleen drops a bomb on me saying she just got off the phone with the landlord. And I was like, oh my God, I almost had a heart attack. I really did. I almost had a heart attack.
People are going to be the way they are.
Yeah, well, this is the worst time to be the way they are. I,
I mean, I think over here they've got, because of the disaster, they kind of have a hold on that kind of thing
mm-hmm.
because of the disaster. I mean, everybody's um, doing what they can to help each other out, but kicking people out like that, they're just not going to be able to do it.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like that for a little while.
I should
I'm
get
pretty sure.
I should get my phone next to me just in case somebody does donate.
I just literally woke up and I'm looking around and I'm like, oh, he's back online. I just woke up. Let me go see what's going on.
I every minute I can, I'm gonna try to be live. I know I gotta shut this down about noon because I gotta get some sleep. I only had 2 hours because I gotta work as soon as Sage and Colleen come back from work. Then it's my turn, and I'm staying out till 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'll probably go live again. I gotta keep going. I gotta raise this $500 by Monday night.
I understand. It just sucks that you have to do it like that.
Yeah.
I mean,
The worst part is, I need to save $250 for freaking tires. Our tires are bald.
oh no.
Yeah, and it's just one thing after another. I just paid off our phone bill, you know, because without our phone, we don't have a job, you know.
Yeah.
So, and it's not like I could pick this computer system and bring it out. I've even thought about selling the computer system, but then what will I use to get the word out, right?
Yeah.
And you know, this is my pride and joy, my baby. I could do a lot with the iPad, but I can't do everything that I'm doing here. You know, like streaming on two different platforms at one time. And
Yeah.
I wanted to stream on freaking X, but I don't think you could do that anymore. I don't see where you can go live on X. Because I'd rather go live on X than Facebook, you know? Because I only have,
Yeah.
what, 6 or 7 people actually on Facebook. Click on more. Create your space. What is create your space?
Uh,
No, that
a
ain't it.
space is more like a podcast, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, it used to be easy. You know, there used to be a tab where you pushed to go live. And that's
Yeah.
gone. It's gone now. So I can't even freaking go live on TikTok. I don't know what the fuck's going on around here. Some things I just wish never would change. I really wish it would never change. Fuck. Oh, it is Sunday. So, about 48 hours. I gotta try to raise the rest of the $425.
Mm.
Fuck. And this is gonna be it. You know, I've moved so many times in my life. I just got tired of moving. That's why it was easy for me to move around because I really didn't have that much stuff because I never settled down anywhere. But now that I've settled down here for the last 5 years, I've got shit now. You know, I can't just pack up and go somewhere. It would take like 2 or 3 huge U-Hauls to get all our stuff out of here to move anywhere.
Man.
Oh man. But I'm glad you're safe. I'm glad your sister's safe. You know, because like I said, once I realized what the fuck was going on, I was like, holy shit. And especially when I saw Chimney Rock, I was like, Jesus Christ, that's right next door to Fallen. So my brain went to crap, and all I could think was, is she okay? Is she part of that flood? Did she get flooded? You know? And then you wouldn't answer for like 2 days, and I'm like, Jesus.
Our cell service after the storm was really bad. That one of the cell towers was down, and I was starting to see where people were saying that Verizon got hacked. And the company that I have my phone with is under Verizon. So there was having a lot of problems having signal and I couldn't even call out. It kept saying SOS
Yeah.
only,
Yep. That.
and it and usually I had like 1 or 2 bars of cell service at certain places.
Yeah. I know what the SOS is. I learned the hard way what that was. That's saying your cellular service is fucked up.
Yeah,
That's what it is. If you get an SOS, it's nothing wrong with the phone or anything like that. It's literally means your particular service. If you're Verizon, Sprint, T-Mobile, that particular, you got to get a hold of them and figure out what the hell's going on. Just a little
yeah,
tidbit for you guys.
and it took 2 or 3 days for cell service to be where I could at least text out.
Yeah.
Not necessarily talk, but text out. And even my manager and stuff, like she was keeping up with me and one other coworker that I have because we're the furthest out from where our store is.
Right.
And out of all the stores in our county, ours came up and running within a couple of like 2 or 3 hours
That's cool.
of losing power initially. So guess what? Once everybody found out that
You were
we
running.
they were all there, we had like almost 1,000 customers, and we had all 3 registers going, and then we had an extra person that was jumping in and giving each other cigarette breaks and all that. But we didn't have nobody be upset with us. We didn't have any disgruntled customers. Everybody was being as patient as they could be.
Yeah, they were lucky they could get something.
Yes, and
And
people were helping each other out.
well,
The person,
what's funny about that is, I bet your store got dried out more or less because there's no trucks coming in.
mm-mm. We had no trucks coming in for that week, and then our trucks were late the next week.
Yeah, because I'm trying. Now, you're a Dollar General, right?
I can't say. I can't say for sure.
Well, the reason I'm asking is because remember when I was a truck driver, I know where they're coming from or where they would be coming from,
Yeah.
and I'm trying to think uh, if there was a distribution center anywhere near you.
Yeah, you were right down the road from me one day at a truck stop, and you were actually within 30 minutes of where I'm
Yeah,
at the at a DG distribution center.
yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
So, but was it? How did that distribution? Did that distribution center survive?
I think it did, but it had a lot of damage.
Okay, because I know a distribution center will have enough supplies in there to last a week or two, and and that's it. Then they have to have supplies coming in from outside sources going to there to make deliveries.
Yeah,
So
and yeah, our what they call a fresh truck, which is the cold,
yeah,
like the milk and eggs, and
the
then you got frozen stuff.
the produce truck.
Yeah, basically. Um, they are still running behind on like sending us stuff.
Well, yeah,
Our normal day was disrupted because of the weather,
yeah,
so it pushed everything back. And now it's like, when are you coming?
yeah, and you got to also figure now there's something going on with the meat and eggs and dairy stuff that they're doing shitload of recalls on
Yeah.
somebody either purposely tampered with the production or you know, I mean it happens all the time. A lot of people don't realize that. You know, if something starts disappearing, the first thing you got to think about it was recalled because a contamination got, and they won't usually let you know why they recalling it because it's bad business, you know, and
Hmm.
so they usually keep it kind of quiet. But yeah, folks, if you ever notice a grocery store is all of a sudden out of something or it's been recalled, it's generally because it's been contaminated and they're not sure which batch because they really don't keep a track on that so much. So basically, what they do is they wipe out everything for that particular time period when it was made and put together and whatnot, and they literally just throw it out. So they're throwing out literally hundreds and hundreds of tons of hello on tour eras tour 2024. Good morning. Stay safe on the big road. I don't drive anymore. I'm retired from that. Health issues have prevented me from doing it. So the only thing I do now is I do DoorDash, which I'll be doing here about 4:30, 5 o'clock. But thank you very, very much, sir, uh, and welcome to my channel to a very stressful time. I'd like to, I like to, I like to, what I call is dashing with Ghost Dog from my car when I'm out door dashing and stuff like that. But an emergency has come up now. We literally got less than 48 hours to meet my goal. So if you can't help financially, if you could at least get the word out, share it out, and stuff like that. And that's what I ask because usually that helps more than just you know people personally. And also let them know, and this is one thing for you folks out there if you're watching right now, and first of all, good morning and welcome. There's two ways you can help us out. Donations, of course, all the links are there. The QR code's up there. If you need a specific link, we'll get it up for you so you can click on it. Otherwise, the codes do work. I've tried it out with my phone. You can scan each one of them. What I'm looking for, and it would be much easier because I'd feel less guiltier doing this, is if I could get a loan. Like, say, if you want to loan me $100, well, two good things come out of that. One, we can make $20 a day. So, if, like, say, if you loaned us $100, 5 days later, you will get your money back. It isn't like you lost money, you gave it up, or anything like that. And ask any DoorDash driver out there. $20 is probably the first thing you get within the first hour. And my roommate and I, we've already agreed that yeah, if there's a loan situation that comes up, but you got to make sure you tag me and say this is a loan. And if you donate to any one of these, make sure you put a note in there. This is a loan. That way I can organize it and get you guys paid back immediately. This and, and like I said, it's not taking money from you guys and you'll never see it again. This is just, here, wear my jacket, it's cold, but you know you're going to get your jacket back at the end of the night. Does that make sense? That's why I rather push for a loan wise versus straight up donations. But if you're not worried about it and just want to help, yeah, go ahead. But is that what do you think, Fallen? That's a good idea, right? You understand what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Yankee Sky, thank you for coming. Thank you for the love. Love you guys too. This is just a bad situation, folks. It really, really is. And anybody, my friends, Fallen could tell you, I don't want to be doing this. I really don't. And I wouldn't do it if I knew I had time. It's like, say, if we had to Friday, if our landlord would have gave us to Friday, I wouldn't have to do this. We could come up with that by Friday. Well, because he gave us such an ultimatum by Tuesday, there's just no way. Even between DoorDash is picking up, but it isn't picked up to that point where we can make $500 in 2 3 days. No, it isn't that way. But to Friday, if it will get us a week, hell yeah. You know, it's just it is what it is, and I really don't know what else to say except that I don't want to be doing this. I really don't want to be doing this. I'd rather be sleeping or working. I haven't ate anything since 3 o'clock yesterday. I haven't eaten. I haven't eaten over 24 hours now, and I'm not hungry. I'm that worried. I know I should get something to eat, but right now, nope. I need people get the word out. I know there's good people out there. I know there's good people out there. I run into them every single day. When I do lives, I see good people. Hell, we met a couple, what, two, three brand new people last night, right, Fallen? And if y'all don't know who Fallen is, Fallen first of all is my one of my oldest best friends. I've known her for years. She's a beautiful woman. She has a great heart, hardworking soul, and she is from North Carolina, right in that disaster zone. And that's another thing why I feel guilty about doing this because I know there's still people out there that need help in those disaster zones. And because right now it's no more search and rescue, it's search and recover, right? That's what it is now. And they're finding
Yeah, essentially, that's what they're doing now.
yeah, they're finding bodies everywhere. Trees. Do you realize how high that river had to be thrown up into a tree? It really takes you back. It's like, oh my gosh.
Well, from what I understand, because Asheville is basically on top of a mountain,
Uh huh.
it even though it did get hit pretty hard, it's all the surrounding cities that got hurt the worst because all that flooding went down to their cities,
Yeah. Well, look at
down their rivers, and done a lot of damage. And it just, there's so many people missing right now. Even now, people are like, they can't find some of their loved ones. They hadn't heard from them since this happened.
yep. And then the lack of the response from FEMA and the government and stuff that didn't help any. Say,
No, and
I
they are actually claiming that they're bringing in stuff when that actually it's the community bringing it in, and they're trying to take the credit for it.
yeah. And folks, you really want to know what exactly has happened, especially if you want to know about that North Carolina and South Carolina and Tennessee. This is the lady you want to talk to. She's there. She's right dead smack in the middle of it. She'll tell you the truth. She'll tell you what really is going on and what isn't. There is no hearsay. There is no video editing from news people. No. Fallen Angel lives there. And she's within just a few miles of everything that got wiped out. Matter of fact, I freaked out because I know where Chimney Rock is. I just didn't know how close it was to her. It's fairly close. It's not like
Yeah.
100 miles away. It's just like right down the road. And if you know, seen the pictures and the videos of what happened, Chimney Rock doesn't exist no more. It just doesn't exist. And Chimney Rock wasn't the only town. Sorry to interrupt you. There
You're fine.
are multiple towns that simply don't exist. You're just not hearing about it. But Fallen Angel, she knows. She'll tell you the truth. I trust when it comes to telling you something. Fallen absolutely will tell you the truth. She does. First of all, she has no time to lie and make up. She's not going to make any money by making up stories. So if you want
No.
the real truth, tell her. She don't care. She'll tell you whether it's good or bad. She's going to tell you, hey, this is the way it is. So if anybody out there curious about that stuff, if you're still curious what's going on, here's your chance. Ask away. What's the old saying? I'd rather hear it from the horse's mouth versus somebody else telling me.
Yeah.
So
And yeah, I mean, I will say, I warn you guys, it is worse than what um the media has been saying. And it's like they don't want to get involved with it at all anymore. And I'm like, why can't you at least show up missing peoples? Maybe somebody knows, have they seen them or whatever,
yep.
because there's so many missing people and there's so many, and I know that there's so many bodies, but they are only claiming like maybe around 100 people have passed.
Yeah, and I was literally just thinking that. I was waiting for you to finish. I literally saw somewhere on social media that the news media and the government is trying to say, oh, there's only like 100 people missing. In reality, it's almost 1,000 people still missing, and it might
You
be
are
more.
correct on that.
And it might even be more. They're literally trying to downsize the of what's going on, and people are like, well, okay, that was a couple of weeks ago, folks. Have you noticed? You first of all, you really hadn't heard anything about what's going on in the Carolinas and Tennessee and stuff that much, and now you haven't heard anything coming out of the media at all. And you think, oh, okay, everything's up and running, power's up. No, folks, no, no, it is
My poor
not.
sister just got back water after having over 3 weeks of no water.
And this is just a couple days ago, folks. So yeah,
Yep.
very much, it is still a disaster zone. I'm seeing recent. I follow a bunch of truckers, and truckers are saying they're still turning around people. Truckers saying, no, we don't want you in here. And that's the FEMA people doing that. And we're talking almost a month later, and they're still turning around help. Everybody got sidetracked with this uh, hurricane in Florida, but first of all, Florida is used to hurricanes. They get a shitload every year. It's just another walk in the park with them, you know.
And I do
Carolina,
want to
go ahead.
address the fact that people are like, how come y'all weren't prepared if y'all knew something was going to happen or the potential? Nobody on the mainstream media told how bad it could have been. And once people found out within that first 24 hours before it hit, is the only time it sunk in and they actually told how bad it could have been. So we were not actually prepared because the news and other outlets never really told us the potential of how bad it could have been. We're smart enough. If we see something on how serious it could be, people are going crazy getting stuff to prepare for it. It sideswiped us because we weren't informed how bad it could have been at that time.
I want to interrupt a second, real quick, just to what she just said. A little background. I can't give her exactly where she works and all this stuff and the towns. I can't do that, but she does work at one of those dollar stores. Okay, She, of all people, and she works just about every frickin' day. She gets maybe one day off a week or something like that. She's there from morning to night. I know this because, one, she's my best friend. Second, if they had known this was going to be this severe, her store, I just literally got done talking to her. If you go back, and I said, boy, I bet you your store was jammed, because her store was one of the stores that actually had power, and it was up and running hours after the event. The storm system went through. After it was up and running, they had thousands of people there when they found out that her store was still open and selling stuff. Their store was still open. If they had known this was coming in prior to the storm, trust me, she would have told me, or she would have put messages out. Yeah, there were thousands of people. Nobody was there. It was just another hunky-dory day. Yeah, it's raining. Get an umbrella. So, yeah, she's absolutely correct about that, that nobody knew how severe this was to be because, again, evidence. She would have told you. She would have said it. Nobody, when you hear people like Fallen say nobody knew, when people ask, well, why didn't you get out and whatnot? Nobody knew. All they knew it was a rainstorm coming through. That was it. They've had thousands of rainstorms come through that area all the time. So
I
yeah,
would have thought that they would have had some kind of mandatory evacuation if they knew how bad it was going to be. And as far as I know, certain towns did have that, but not the entire, mountains and stuff.
yeah, it's just crazy. But yeah, you'll hear it right from the source that's there. If you have questions about it, if you want to see if this rumor is true, she'll settle your answer right there. Because like I said, she lives right in the heart of that. Every town around her that got affected, it's real close to her. Where Fallen happens to be, she literally lucked out because she lives in a bowl. Okay, I am so godsmacked surprised that their house didn't get involved. That shit didn't drain down into her little bowl of area that she lives in. She doesn't live on top of a hill. She lives down below the hill. I know this because I've been there. I've been to her house. I know where she's at. I drove that. And I'm just really godsmacked that you weren't affected. Because I didn't even know how bad it was until 2 days later. And then when I saw videos about Chimney Rock, I freaked because Chimney Rock's not that far. It's just a hop, skip, and a jump away from her. And I see this entire Chimney Rock town, and it's just one of hundreds of other towns, but I'm using Chimney Rock because that's the one that's most known about. It's completely off the map. It's been completely wiped off. And it freaked to hell. And then I started sending her messages saying, hey, are you okay? Are you okay? And I didn't get anything for 2 days. It freaked the shit out of me, folks. It really did. It's just weird that you didn't get anything really except for, maybe blowing trees and a lot of rain. Where your sister that lives up higher than you, a lot higher, their town was destroyed. Not wiped off
Yeah.
the map, but it was destroyed.
Our over in Asheville, they have a Biltmore village. Because Biltmore State is in Asheville.
Yep.
It is totally demolished. And surprisingly, Biltmore State really didn't get a lot of damage from what I was told. But it's just devastating looking at it. And of course, I'm freaking out. Don't know if my sister was okay at the time either. And I kept texting her, and she finally was able to text back and was like, I'm okay. I have no power right now. I have no water. She lives right next door to family members. And one of the family members at the time was able to get out and get food and stuff. So she was able to have food. It's just they were without uh, power and such for a while, and
For
like I
weeks.
said, yeah, like I said, they finally got their water back after not having it for 3 weeks.
It's
So
just
I mean, it was basically there for a long time. Asheville was cut off from the rest of the world. Like you couldn't get up the mountain and you couldn't get down the mountain to escape it. You basically had to stay in place. But I know um she was frantic because she has a lot of friends that uh some of them don't have family members, and so she would reach out to them and wouldn't get an answer, and a lot of it was cell service. They didn't have good cell service up there either, and eventually they started being able to reach back out to her. Not all of them, but most of them were able to reach back out to her. Their Meals on Wheels program that they have in the city basically had to stop because they had so much damage to their to that specific area. And I do know she said FEMA ended up taking that over, like the routes and stuff that they would do for Meals on Wheels. So I'm hoping and praying that all of them, the people that were on that, is taken care of.
I apologize. I had to use the restroom and I didn't want to interrupt her. So I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
I was like, why is he so quiet? Usually he'll be here talking with me.
No, I had to go. I had to go. You know, and like I said, you were talking about some really important stuff, and I wanted to make sure people understood exactly what's going on uh, with the Carolinas and Tennessee and stuff like that. Know the truth, because you're not going
Yeah,
to get more correct information unless you're talking to somebody that's right there. You know, you can watch all the news media crap all day long for a month, and you still won't get a tenth of the truth. You know, so
right.
anybody watching this wants to know more about it, the Carolinas, what's going on, the latest updates and stuff like that. Now's your chance. Go for it. Ask her. She will answer you, and she will answer. She's not under any contract to be quiet. She will speak her mind. So, anyways, good morning, good afternoon, wherever in the world you might happen to be. Welcome to my show. This is an emergency, absolute emergency live stream. I don't want to be doing this. I had no plans to be doing this because we honestly thought we had time. And long story short, we don't. Tuesday, if we do not have the full rent, uh, we will be evicted. It's not a maybe. No, we will be evicted. Now, I don't want to hear about this. Oh, you can't. They got to give you 30 days. That isn't the point. Even after 30 days, where are we going to go? We have nowhere to go. It's winter's coming up. It's cold as f out there, and we only got one car. We have no extra money to save. Every single cent that we make between now and Tuesday is going to the frickin' uh, to our rent. Now we have money aside. Tuesday, she's going down to the church, St. Vincent. They're supposed to be helping us out. Even with that, and what we can make and what we have right now, we literally are still $500 short. Well, now $425 short. again, you can donate if you want to donate. That's fine. But I feel guilty because it's taking money out of your pockets that you could be doing for something. My preference is if you do want to donate and help us out, tell me it's a loan because we can make $20 a day. I literally could go right now and come back an hour later and have more than 20 bucks. Okay? So I would prefer it. And even Fallen, and she's pretty wise when it comes to this stuff, agrees with me. If it's a loan, let me know it's a loan. If it's $100, let me know it's a loan. Put in the notes, hey, this is a loan. That way, you know you're going to get your money back. Again, a reference I use is I see somebody cold, I'll loan them my jacket. But knowing the fact that I know I'm going to get it back later that night. And it would make me feel more comfortable because I earned it, and I don't know the words I want to put in, but the fact that I know I can pay it back. It's going to take a couple days. Like say if you loan it, it'll take about 5 days unless we get a really good day. Well, no, not even. And after Wednesday, if miracles happens and this does, and people are able to help out and we can keep a roof over our heads after Wednesday. We'll start paying people $20 back right away. I mean, literally that day, the first 20, I could cash out and send it to whoever is loaning. That way, you know for a fact. Colleen is in agreement with me on that. Myself definitely, and I got friends that would make sure I keep my word. Fallen's like a bulldog. When I try to keep making sure I keep my word and stuff like that, she'd probably be saying, "Did you pay this person back? Did you pay back $20 today or more?" I know Fallen. She'd probably do that. She absolutely would, because she's like me. She would not be up here. She would not be helping me support unless she knew I'm being legit about this, right, Fallen? Because you don't want to associate yourself with a scammer or anything like that.
Right. I hate scammers, and like, if I thought you were scamming at all, I wouldn't have never come up.
Nope, she does. She won't support that. She won't support that. A lot of my friends will not support that. And so yeah, this is legit. This is not a joke. This is not me trying to come up with some extra money so I could go buy a candy. No, 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 no. This is literally keeping a roof over our heads by Tuesday. And I'm so stressed out. I'm sick. I can't sleep. Uh, I have nothing to sell because a year ago we were trying to get our car fixed, so we had a job and stuff like that. So I ended up selling out just about everything I own, and we sold off stuff that we didn't think we needed. We had a car lift, brand new car lift, worth $3,500. We end up selling it because we didn't have any funds. We needed money for the car, so we get the car fixed and stuff like that. So we have nothing to sell or pawn off. Nothing. It isn't like, oh, hey, somebody's got a nice diamond ring. Let's go pawn that off for a couple $100. No, we don't even have that. We were just starting to catch up. The thing that really hurt us the most was what happened a week ago. We had a roommate here, and she decided, oh, I'm just going to get up and leave. Now, we knew she was leaving, but we didn't know all of it. And what she had done was she was in control of paying off the utility bill because she gets SSDI. No problem for her. Well, apparently she didn't pay for a couple of them, so she was behind to the point we actually had our lights shut off. And when I found out, because I use a sleep app machine, and when the power goes off, I'm awake instantly. So after some yelling fest and whatnot, she got it turned back on, and we knew she was trying to pay that off. And then she decided to take off, and we told her straight out, you got to let us know when you get that paid off so we could take over and do the bill. Well, that was the problem. She didn't tell anybody. She had it paid off a long time ago. But she didn't bother telling anybody that, oh, it's paid off, you guys start taking over. The way we found out wasn't a bill that came in the mail. The bill went to our landlord, and he called us and says, Why am I holding an $800 past due utility bill?" And we're like, "What?" And then we got a hold of our ex roommate and bitched her out. It's like, what's why didn't you tell us? You know what was going on? So now we got this $800 bill, and apparently a notice came in that our power was going to get shut off, and we had the money for the rent. But when we got that notice, Colleen apparently said, "We got to get some of this money paid off." And that's where she took some of the money, because we had no idea. We thought we had time with the rent. We thought we were under good standings. We talked to them and everything else. Well, no. And that's where I'm at right now. It basically comes back to where I'm at now. He gave us an ultimatum. Tuesday's it. If the full rent isn't paid, which is $1,360, if that isn't paid by Tuesday, we're evicted. And the money we've been saving for rent, talk to a church that's going to help us out. I've done the numbers, done the crunching, and we're still $500 short. Now $425 short. So that's why I'm doing this stream. This is why I'm doing it for the next couple days, is because I don't know where else to go. I can't take a loan because I generally don't have a bank account. Everything's through my DoorDash. I went to every loan shark people out there, denied everywhere. I've actually went to a couple places here in town that's supposed to help out. Well, I'm not of the class. I don't want to be disrespectful. I don't want to be seen as a racist or whatever the words I'm trying to say, but they're only paying attention. They built 2 brand new apartment complexes in this town in the last couple months. And I found out door dashing, because I talked to a lot of people, those apartment complexes are going to the illegals, the migrants. So our town, without telling us, is now becoming a sanctuary town. And they're all focused on taking care of people there. You've heard the stories. You've seen the news. It's real. It's real. It really is happening. And there ain't shit we can do about it. Unless we elect. But I'm not going to go there. Because personally, I don't like Trump. The only thing about Trump I like is, quite honestly, and this will be the last I talk about it, is he is good with numbers. You can't deny it. You just simply do research. You'll find out we were a hell of a lot better 4 years ago than we are now. And Kamala, she talks big and everything else, except the problem is, oh, I'm going to fix this, I'm going to fix this, I'm going to lower this. She's been in office for almost 4 years. She could have done it any time. And don't say, oh, that's the president. No, you guys got to do your research. Biden turned over power of the presidency basically to Kamala. So Kamala does run the show. But that's here and there. Again, I don't give a fuck. I just want somebody in there that's going to fix this fucking inflation and stuff like that. So number one, get that inflation back down so people can actually start affording. That's why we had a slow month for over a month with door dashing, if not a little longer, because nobody could afford to even door dash anymore. I went from making $150 to $200 a day down to $50. Tyler says, I am broke. Why not? Just coming on here asking for money will take a... Well, yeah, I understand that. Talk about something else. That's why I am talking about something else. That's why I have my best friend up here. I'm trying to go. If you guys want to talk about something, bring it up. We'll talk about it. You know, you just have to come in when I was letting everybody know why I'm doing this. Otherwise, after that, I go back to conversing. Mr. Tyler. So, yes, I am trying to talk about something else. That's why we were just talking about North Carolina and the Carolinas. My best friend, who is up here right now, is from the Carolinas. She knows the story. If you want to know the truth about what's going on there, ask her. If you guys have questions about anything else, ask me. We'll start a conversation. I'm easy. So, no disrespect to you, but I am doing that, Tyler. Trust me, you just happen to walk in. So, there you go, sir, or ma'am, or whoever you are. Whoever, what is it? Whatever you identify as now. So, what else to do out there? What else is going on? See, this is one thing. If you know anything about me, know anything about my vast dreams, I don't have a set thing I'm going to be talking about. I go all over the board. I'll talk about just about anything. You know, I don't like talking about politics. I don't like talking about religion. But if it comes up, I'll spend a couple minutes on it. No problem. Otherwise, hey, I'm just the host hosting a live stream. It's you guys that steer the show as to what it goes to. So, like I said, if you want to talk about something, let's talk about something. I'm just so out of the loop with everything else because I've been working my ass off for the last year and a half with DoorDash. Uh, I haven't been able to keep up with anything. I used to live stream what every other day, every day, right, Paulin? She's still alive,
Yeah, I'm here.
you know. So, but when I started door dashing and got back to work, that I can do, uh, just about everybody disappeared in my life because I was solely focused on making sure uh, bills were paid, rent was paid, food was on the table. So catch me up on stuff. What's going on? What's the latest thing going on right now besides politics? Anybody? Somebody?
Can I tell you kind of a creepy story?
I don't care.
um, when we were without power, like my area lost power for a little over a week. I was going to sleep one night after working, and out. You know how you get half asleep, something happens and you get jolted up real quick. Well, Ghost Dog, you remember that uh digital voice recording from Eddie and Jen, where Eddie was out in his backyard at the time, and it was like you, me, and
Oh yeah.
and you heard that voice
Right.
come through.
Uh huh.
What jolted me awake was right in my ear. I heard "Hello, honey," and it sounded like a whispery, slithering voice. I'm like, I jolted up, and I'm like, nope, not today. Nope, 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 nope. It freaked me out. And the thing was, the power was out at the time. No energy coming in. And I'm like, I can't believe that happened. Are you serious?
All right. Torture Souls just put in here. Let's talk about how old Joe has destroyed the economy so bad here on YouTube begging. Uh, it's so bad. There is grown men on YouTube begging for rent money. Our country has hit a sad state. It is sad. You know what, uh, Torture Souls? You're right. You are absolutely correct. It is sad that grown men, grown women, and because it isn't just me, there's hundreds of people out there begging for help. I know I'm not the only one. I absolutely know that. And my best friends, my brother and sister who live in Texas, they're just as bad as I in a state that I'm in, if not worse in some ways. You know, hell, one of them had to declare bankruptcy. I can't do that. There's nothing to declare bankruptcy to. So yeah, I agree with you, absolutely. And like I said, I if you watched my show last night, I would could say a good 70% it had nothing to do with what I'm doing right now. Why I'm even doing this live. We went off in every different areas because I do understand that. You know, not everybody in the world wants to hear help, 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 help. Trust me, I understand that. I said it right from the beginning. I don't want to be doing this, period. I really don't want to be doing this. I'd rather be out there working right now and making money. The, the old fashioned, honest way. I really would. But I know for a fact, because of this deadline, we can't make that much money in 3 days. Now, less than 48 hours. Got nothing to pawn, nothing to sell, nothing. No savings, no nothing. So my only choice is to do this and pray to God there are people that can help us out. That's why I do talk about other things. That's why I got my Zoom up. And if anybody wants to come up so we can talk about other stuff to distract, it's right here in my freaking face. You know. I'm scared, folks, and that's the only reason why I'm doing this. I don't get scared. I don't troll if you want. I don't give a fuck. I've been trolled ever since I've been doing YouTube live. I don't give a damn. You know, if your comments are too bad, I'll just simply hide your comment. It doesn't mean I'm going to remove you unless it's really, really bad. Then I'll remove you. But otherwise, you know, you want to talk about something? Let's talk about something. I've been doing live stream long enough to know what works, what doesn't work, what not to talk about, what to talk about. Even though I'm a free bird, I'll just talk about anything. I don't give a damn about YouTube restrictions, stuff like that. I really don't. You can't bother me. You simply can't. Because I have the power right here. So let's talk about something. You know, like you said, good old Joe, he has destroyed America. Him and that VP of his, they absolutely destroyed America. I'll agree with you on that 1,000%. The good thing is, we can do something about it. We just got to see what happens at the polls. You know, because I guarantee you, I can absolutely guarantee you, 50, 60 years of being alive, I've seen many presidents come and go on both sides of the party. And I can tell you right now, if we get one more 4 years of a democracy, Democrats in control, we're screwed. We're screwed. And I don't care how good somebody might be, you're not going to pull us out. Hell, I don't even think Trump could pull us out of this mess. Not in the first year, I guarantee it. Because it's so messed up, they're going to have to go through millions of pages of bills and see what the hell happened. There's going to be a shitload of stuff taken out. And, you know, people are saying, well, Trump's going to raise taxes. Well, yeah. But I know one thing, he ain't going to take our tax dollars and send it overseas to wars that we have nothing to do with in the first place. I know he won't do that because he didn't do that in the first 4 years he was in. He'll stop this nonsense. He stopped that nonsense $1 trillion to some freaking island, a group of people talking about climate change. Folks, there is no climate change. It's called history. It's what the earth does. It recycles. Oh, what about the bad weather? Well, you might want to do a little bit more research on that. This last hurricane that everybody's talking about, there are more facts that it was created by man than it was naturally. But, I'm not too much of a conspiracy theorist. I'm a facts man. I research crap before I say something. And if I'm wrong, I'll be the first to admit I was wrong. I'll be absolutely the first to admit that wrong. I'm not perfect. I'm not God. I got a GED education. Everything I know, everything I do or say is from fact checking. And I don't go do this fact checking like, oh, I'm going to search something on Google. Well, you got to think about it. Google's controlled by the Democrats. So, yeah, you're going to get information, but you're only going to get biased information. Nobody looks at the other side. There's always a story on both sides of the fence. And people nowadays, all they see is their side of the fence. They're not going to take the time to look. You could tell the truth to their face, smack them up alongside the head with it, show them every evidence in the world that this is really what's happening. Doesn't matter. If it doesn't fall in their category and their beliefs, it doesn't matter what you say, what you show them. It really doesn't. So how's that for changing up the storyline? Yes, I do have my phone here. I do keep checking it. I will be notified when people help out. I'm doing this to noon, then I got to get some more sleep, and then about 4 or 5, maybe 6, I'll be doing my live stream from the car working. I'm just taking advantage because I can't sleep right now because I'm so stressed out. And do I understand there are other people out there in the same boat, if not worse? Yeah, I know. I see it every day myself. I just pray to God it would never happen to us. It did. Now I got to deal with the consequences. I got to try to remedy this situation. It's sad. It's embarrassing. And I know I'm going to get a lot of haters. I don't care. I know I'm going to get trolls. I don't care. I can't focus on that. I got to focus on the issue at hand. There are hundreds, if not thousands of people out there that can help. That would help. The only thing is, I'm not big enough to get their attention, to get their ear. So this is all I can do. So excuse me if I do talk about what's going on once in a while. So that's where everything's at right now, folks. That's where everything is at. Before all this, I very rarely live streamed. I just started doing the door dashing because I was bored. Love having company out with me. I'm a social type of person. I love talking to people. I really do. People are interesting. They got great stories. I work. I come straight to my room, and it's more or less where I stay until I got to go to work again. That's my life. That's the way it's been for the last 4 or 5 years. And I don't mind. I'm a solo type of guy. I've gained a family, 2 beautiful daughters, a roommate, pain in the ass, but I'm happy. I'm content. You know, I have a phone. I could talk to my best friends, my besties, but I also know how to respect them and give them their space. I very rarely reach out to people because it's for a fact I don't like doing this. I don't like doing this. I'd give anything not to have to do this. So yeah, there are broke people out there. Absolutely. There are people probably worse shape than I am that are probably actually on the streets right now. Trust me, I know that. Because I'm the one that's usually going out and helping them out if I can. If it was me in this state, I wouldn't care. But I got a family. Are they my legitimate family? No. But I'm the closest thing to being a dad to these 2 girls than they ever had in their life. So yeah, they're my family. So say what you want. Try to bring me down. It's not going to happen. You can't bring me any further down than I am right now. You're preaching to the choir, sir. But I'm not going to sit here and I'm not going to yell at people because it's useless. Pay attention. You find out I'm not doing what you think I'm doing. I'm simply trying to keep a roof over our heads so we can get caught up. And we will be able to get caught up because D&D is picking up. It's just not picking up as fast as we need it, but it is picking up. We'll be fine. If we could get by this Tuesday, we'll be fine. After December 3rd, we'll be ahead again. So, you guys want anything to talk about? Hey, let me know. Let's talk about it. Bring up a subject. Ask a question. I'm open. I'm straightforward. I don't BS around the line. I would love to talk about anything else except what's in front of me. Because, like I said, for the last year and a half, I've been out of contact with anybody, really. I don't know what's going on out there. I don't even know what the newest shoe brand is. You know, I've been trying to stay in my lane as much as I can. Salvation Army. I'm calling Monday. Churches, we already contact. Uh, and the other people, we've already checked them out. Uh, and it's a no go. Okay, it's a Salvation Army. It's basically a no go. Even though they might be able to help, the problem is they're not going to be able to help in time because they're only open on Monday, and this has got to be paid in full Tuesday. So yes, thank you, Rachel. Absolutely. I wouldn't be doing this if I had other selections to go. If I had other ways to go. I've hit so many freaking loan sharks out there. It'll boggle your mind. And got knocked down on every single one of them. I don't have a credit rating of 700 better. And that's what they want. They want 700 better. I don't have that. Sorry, I don't have that. You know. You don't have to call me sir. My name's Ghost Dog. Yeah, that's fine. Matter of fact, we were talking about that last night. Like, you can't get evicted for 30, 60 days, whatever. You got to go to court. That ain't the problem. And I was even told last night that if anything, they could just charge us late fees. I'm good with that. But as it stands right now, we have an asshole landlord. I'm going to be straight up and tell you we have an asshole. I didn't think he was a bad. I actually gave him a benefit of the doubt because the family keeps talking about how bad he is and stuff like that. Well, after the other day, I have to eat all my words, and I apologize for telling you people something false. You know, it's just it is what it is. And the guy's an asshole. He's going to evict us because I've known for the last couple of years he wants us out of here. He's been trying to find some excuse to get us out of here because what he wants to do is he wants to tear down his house and rebuild something and charge people $1,500. I know this for a fact because he ain't gonna fix it. If I could take my camera and show it to you, I would show you this big ass hole above my bed. Every time it freaking rains, it's pouring water in here. We got holes in the bathroom. It leaks like a sieve. This house, this section of the house is literally separating from the rest of the house because there's no beams connecting to the original house. Our floors are so fucking weak that if it wasn't for the rug, I would have gone through this freaking rug. Electrical wiring in this house, it would pass. It would fail anybody do an inspection in this house in a heartbeat. We got a front living room. When the wires heat up, at least this is what I've researched. I'm no electrician. I'll be the first to admit to that. But the researching and what I could find out, because the power going off in the living room every once in a while or starts flicking and whatnot, it's because somewhere in that breaker on the line going to that room is overheating. So we got to worry about the freaking house coming up on fire. This is a hellhole we live in. But it's the only hellhole we can afford right now. So you take what you got and make it work. Yeah, we tried that shit, Rachel. Did we ever? And thank you. Well, John and Ghost, first of all, if you watch my past lives, I haven't asked for help or money for anybody in a long frickin' time. Okay? I'm only doing this because of this stuff. All right? What's going on right now? Yeah, I'm in Wisconsin too. Uh, I'm only doing this, and I've said it multiple times, and I'll keep saying it. I don't want to be doing this. We were doing just fine. Yeah, we were a little behind us up, but we could have caught up. My shows is not about every live stream I do is about. The next 2-3 days, yeah, it's definitely going to be about trying to raise money. Absolutely. But don't turn around and say all my shows are about stuff. That's disrespecting. There is no respect, but that's disrespect because you're not watching my shows. Because if you can actually say that, you have not been watching my shows. I guarantee you. You know. Thank you, Chief Blondie. Thank you. You're talking about a scared man. You're talking to a scared man who has never been scared in his life. Yeah, I've been startled, unnerved, but I've never been as scared. I'm 56 years old. I don't give a damn about anything anymore. I really don't. You can't mess with me. But right now, until, praise God, we can raise this fund to take care of this. And that's why I don't want a donation. I would prefer it as a loan, not as a frickin' donation. So no, I'm not taking money from anybody. I don't want to take money or anything. I would honestly prefer to be a freaking loan because we could pay you back. It would take a few days, but we definitely could pay you back. My titles, I tell the truth. I'm not going to make up some BS. I don't put fake titles up and stuff like that. If it says emergency eviction notice, that's what it is. What it is. Sorry, I'm not a young lady, a beautiful young lady that can just shake her things and smile and get tons and tons of money. You know, I'm not athletic. I can't do athletic sports to raise money. I'm an old man. I'm broken. I've got more health issues than you probably do in your whole life as of right now. I got glaucoma going on my left eye. I can't see anything. It's all fucking blurry. I have health issues. I should be in a freaking hospital. I've got knees that are shot. Back is shot. I've got neuropathy going on in my foot. But I don't have time to go to a doctor. I got to make money. And I do it honestly through door dashing. Because that's the only thing I can do. I can't drive a truck anymore. I will never pass that test. I've tried. I think it's funny. Thank you for making me laugh a little bit, saying your strange titles. Uh, I could go over my titles. I guarantee you, except for the past 2 days, my title has nothing to do with raising money. Last time I actually did a fundraiser was what 3, 4 months ago, and that was an emergency because we only had one car. It's a manual, and our clutch went out on it, and we had nothing. Matter of fact, one of the reasons I started this fucking landfall was because our car was out of work service, and that's our job. Is that car? We almost went 2 weeks. But prior to that, it'd been a year. Now, a couple years ago, yeah, I was doing fundraisers all the time, and I regret doing them. I really do. I never wanted to do them in the first place. And you'll hear me say it all the time. I don't like doing this. I'm the person that helps people. So I apologize if it offends you that I'm telling the truth. I apologize if you think that's all I do, because it's not the truth. Again, I've said it. I know there's going to be haters out there. There's going to be trolls out there. I expect it. My responsibility for asking for what responsibility is there? What are you talking about responsibility? I've tried to resource this, Miss Rachel, and I'm not. That's why I have somebody up here, because when I get scared and when I get hurt, I get mad. All right. So I'm honestly, no disrespect to anybody, but I'm a ticking time fuse right now. I really, really am. I've tried it, and again, as I said earlier, I've tried everything. I've had all my friends try to get me resources, steer me in correct directions. We've tried them all. Like I said, the last two resources that I'm trying to get hold of, I can't do till Monday. And even if they were to help me out Monday, they're not going to be able to help me out fast enough from the deadline. That's the key thing. Tuesday is the deadline. Okay, I know this. So thank you for your comments. Thank you for your suggestions. But please don't disrespect me if you don't know anything about me and my shows. Country I made, not something I you don't dear honest. Uh, I'm in Wisconsin, USA. There's no more. I'm not going to give you my exact address, especially over a live stream. So please, I ask you, I respectfully ask you, don't try to troll me. I do not want to be doing this. I don't want to be asking for people. Like I said, and I'll say it over and over again, I prefer a loan so I know I can pay it back. I don't want just donations. Donation is an option. I would absolutely prefer take a loan because that way I know I can pay it back and feel good about myself. Thank you, Patch, but thank you, but I'm going to decline your order and I don't give my address out. I'm live. I'm sorry. I just don't do that. Yeah, we haven't gone to court. Yeah, I understand that, Rachel. Trust me. I know more about this. I learned a lot more stuff about rental last night. If you watched last night's shows, oh yeah, I've learned. You, Rachel, you're not trolling. You're not. I know you're not. I can see it in your conversation. The other people, they may not be trolling. I can't say that because he hasn't said anything really offensive to the point that I'm going to delete his messages. I'm not going to do that. I welcome everybody. It's just it's sad that I'm doing this. And I forget who said that, but you're absolutely right. It is extremely sad that I have to do this, especially when I have a job. Right now, I honestly should be sleeping. So I be up at 4 and take off working. I am going to shut the show down at noon because I got to try to get some more sleep. Yes, you're right. It will give us a lot more time to raise the funds. But the point is, after even off the court thing and everything else, we're still being evicted and we have nowhere to go. And we can't raise, what is it, first month's rent, security, last month's rent, or something like that. You're talking about 4 or 5 thousand, especially in the area I live. This is one of the cheapest places to live for a 3 bedroom home. Okay, so we understand that. I've been looking for hell. I've been looking for the last couple of months because I want to get out of this shithole. I really, really do. I People talk about maybe going bankruptcy. I have nothing to bankrupt on. Thank you. I'm good at saying it over again. Thank you for the suggestions and the ideas. I got some great suggestions and ideas last night I didn't know about. So thank you. Yeah, the goal is to have it paid before the court. And that's why I do it. If we could get this taken care of, a whole bunch of stuff opens up. Because I never want to go through this. I lived in the truck for 20 some odd years. I was happy and content. Never had to worry about food, never had to worry about a roof over my head, had no outstanding bills except maybe a phone bill, you know. You want to see how happy-go-lucky I was? Check out one of my first 2, 3, 4 lives I ever did. Asking for help literally didn't start until about 3, 4 years ago. And then when the car went down, there was nothing I could do about it. Yeah, the one thing I do want to check out, because I do with DoorDash, if anybody's a DoorDasher and knows more information, please DM me on my Twitter or whatever. Get a hold of me, my Facebook, get a hold of me and get me the information. I was told last night, my brother and sister that live in Texas, they didn't know it until last night. They were reading something about DoorDash can actually help you out for emergencies. You're missing socks. Good morning, cute kitty kitty. Is it something about you security finances also? Yeah, that's the EBIT thing, and I don't have. I'm trying to get SSDI, but everybody knows SSDI takes months. I'm pretty damn sure I qualify. You know, if I had a mental issue, and no disrespect, because mental issues are very, very, very real. I understand that and respect it. But the fastest way to get SSDI is having a mental issue. I don't have a mental issue. I'm old. I'm forgetting shit, but I don't have HDD. I don't have uh, depression. Well, now I'm getting depression because of all this crap. But you know what I'm saying? I don't have those anxiety stuff that will get you SSDI in a heartbeat. I have physical issues, and one or two wasn't enough. Nobody would look at me. Now that I've got a shitload more issues, yeah. So I am working on SSDI, but again, it's not going to solve it by Tuesday. And yes, DoorDash is supposed to. We found out last night. DoorDash has a program uh, where they'll help out people with extreme emergencies, and I think this absolutely freaking qualifies. So I am going to be getting a hold of DoorDash because I just found out about it last night, and I'm going to go that route. One of 2, 3 routes I still have left available to me. Really? You know what? In a way, I can actually understand that, Rachel. I really could, because now you're dependent on one thing, and yeah, that's why I like DoorDash, because it's freedom. I'm not dependent on most stuff. It does, Rachel. You know that? It absolutely freaking does. It gives you purpose. It gives you meaning. It gives you the gratitude of knowing you've earned this yourself. You know, you're not doing fundraising shows and asking people for help. That's why I love my dad. That's why I basically disappeared from doing live streams. You know, I can't even honestly call this haunted trucking anymore. You know, because I don't do enough lives. And then one gentleman is absolutely correct. It seems like the only time I actually do a live in the last year is because I need help with something, because I can't count on pumps. And it's sad that I had to do that. It's sad that I have to do this. I don't want to be doing this. If I knew I had enough time, we make our own fucking money. I would really, and I know for a fact, we could make our own money if we had enough time. We simply don't have the time. And that's the only reason I'm even doing this. Matter of fact, when I found out, you probably see me cussing and cursing and everything else because I knew exactly what I had to do, and I didn't want to do it. When I came home that night, I told Colleen, I'm so mad. so mad that I have to take this route. So, like I said, say what you want. It's a free will. You have free speech, freedom of speech, and I respect that. I do go live on my door dashing. Check back on my live streams. You'll see it says dashing with Ghost Dog. And I'll do it about 3, 4, 5, sometimes 6 hours straight. I do it all right from my iPad. I hotspot from my phone and do it that way. Because it gives me something to do. Because I don't have time to do editing videos like I used to do. I don't have time to create designs and logos and stuff like that. Because one, I wasn't getting paid anything. Not nearly what I should have been paid. I mean, I made logos for like 25, 30 bucks. And then now, thank you, Rachel. Like I said, I'm only going to be here to 12. Then I'm going to disappear for about 4 or 5 hours. And the next time you see me go live, it won't be from the system. It'll be from the car. And yes, it's going to be about trying to raise some funds. I've thought about GoFundMe, but we all know it takes days if you even get anything, because some just needs one person to say, oh, it's fraud. My best friends just went through that. And they're one of the honest people you'll ever meet in your life. They don't ask for help. I'm usually, or their friends are the one that tries to help them. So somebody actually set up a GoFundMe. They made $800-900. But it took just one person to tell GoFundMe, oh, it's a scam. And they lost it all. So that's why I'm not doing GoFundMe. Besides the fact, like I said, it takes days to get your, if you do get it, it's going to take days to get it. It doesn't happen overnight. All right. I need to do some update here. I have people helping me out. One thing I wanted to suggest, or actually two things. If it's a loan, please let me know it's a loan so I can pay you back. Please, please, please let me know if it's a loan so I can pay you back. It'd be $20 a day, maybe more if the days are really good, because we do have really good days. And the faster I can pay you back, the faster I'll be happy. Second thing is, if you want to remain anonymous, please let me know, because I'm on here to thank people, and I'll call you out to thank you. So I'm going to check to see if you guys did that. Okay. So, I don't know. Let me see something here. I don't, and especially, I'm just going to say PN. You know who you are, PN. Thank you very, very, very. Sorry, I was just about going to tears here. Thank you very much. There's another person out here. Let me check real quick. How do I check the activity? There it is. I don't know if it's Mr. or Mrs., so please apologize. Please forgive me if I misidentify your sexual preferences. But I'm going to say K. I'm using your first initial and your name, K. Thank you. God bless you. Okay, so now we got to change this up a little bit here. I've got to change some numbers real quick, so give me a second. probably wrong with the adding, but that's pretty damn close. So God bless you, whoever you are, K and PN. Don't know who you are, but bless you. Thank you. So basically, right now we're $390 away. And Fallen, I hope she didn't fall asleep on me. She probably
No,
did.
I'm still here.
Uh, be ready for and what you're going to hear next. The next conversation I'm having with my bestie is because I don't know how to do this stuff. Again, I'm AI, internet, computer illiterate. Okay, I literally get lucky to turn things on. Okay, so Fallen is like my backup, and what we're talking about is because it's different accounts that people are donating to or loaning to, I have to put it all on one. And Fallen, be ready because they're coming across the board that I need to funnel into to put it into one account. Does that make sense, folks out there? Fallen knows what I'm talking about because she's done it for me before. And now that she's got her brand new iPhone, she's got more power. She got the power. No, PN, I would have been. I know, and like I said, I do understand and I do respect. There are people out there worse shape than I am. I'm only doing this because that's all I can do. As soon as I hit my goal, if I can hit it before Monday, oh my gosh, I'm going to be doing a freaking day long thank you fest party, whatever. And if people do help out and they want to do it as a loan instead of just a donation, I'll be contacting them personally and saying, okay, this is what's set up, this is how we're going to pay, this is what you're going to pay it on. And you will get paid. And how long it's going to take to pay you. Because basically, at the minimum, it's $20 a day payback. It can go up. It just depends how busy, how good of a day we have door dashing. You know, so like if I make $150 one day, no, I'm not going to just pay you $20 back. I'll pay you $50 back. You see what I'm talking about? But minimum, you're going to get $20 back. So if it's somebody donated, somebody loaned, keyword loaned, $100 to me, 5 days or less, you're going to get your money back. And I prefer the loan wise because I feel more accomplished, more respectful with myself, knowing that somebody borrowed me their shirt to wear for a couple of days, but I know I can give it back. Absolutely. Kay, absolutely. First of all, Kay, are you male or female? I feel bad asking that, but are you male or female? Or are you a cat? Because I have nothing against this identification stuff. Just don't expect me and expect don't chew my ass out because I misidentified because you look like something. I identify. I'm straight. I'm bold. I'm right in your face. I call it what I see. So if you're a female dressed up like a male and everything that on the first glance says you're a female, I don't care how many ties you're wearing, how much paint you got on your chin, I'm still going to call you ma'am. It's just I'm old school. I'm that way. I don't, dude. All right, Mr. K, thank you. And yes, I do pay it forward. Uh, if you look back 4 years when I first moved 4 to 5 years ago, I got my 401k. It was more than I needed. And one thing I always love doing, you'll see in my past shows, I love helping people out. It makes me happy to help people out. I get a kick out of it. Ask my best friend, Fallen. She'll tell you, I love helping people out. I've spent thousands and thousands of dollars helping people out because I could, especially when I was in the trucking. Hell, we had one lady, a YouTuber out there, I'm not going to mention names specifically, who was depressed and couldn't get out and whatnot, and she was just getting her showed. So Paul and I, we organized and got her a hotel. She was a paranormal investigator. Got her a hotel, her and her friend, and bought her a hotel for the night. And it snapped her out of doing what she was doing. So, yeah, do I like helping people? Yeah. I always say in this house, you guys, anybody in this house, I say, if I ever come across a landfall of big money, again, I'm not going to change anything. I might be more, what's the word, more skeptical of people that I help out than instead of just slowing out money. Because there's one person, one lady I helped out, she didn't have any groceries. I gave her $500, and then 2 months later, she turned around and backstabbed me. Started accusing me all kinds of shit. And I literally just helped her out with $500 worth of groceries. I will be more cautious, absolutely. But am I going to help these people out? Help people out? Yeah. That's my goal in life. I would love to win one of these lotteries and spend the rest of my life going around helping people out. I'd do it in a heartbeat. And I wouldn't care if you're rich or poor. If you need help and I'm able to do it, you're damn right. I still do it every once in a while. I'll be in a store and I don't video myself because I'm not out here for credit. I just want to help people. And so I don't know how many times I could tell you I've bought dinners for people in the last 4 years. I can't tell you how many times I've paid for somebody's because they didn't have enough change. I was like, don't worry about it. I got it. Because that's who I am. The bullshit stories you hear about me is exactly that. BS stories. Ask my friends who I am. And they'll tell you. Yes, Mr. Pete, I will definitely. And thank you. Oh, God. All right, what's going on here? Hold on, I gotta clean up some stuff here. Try this again. Okay. So again, yes, and bless you. And bless you. So we're at 110 right now. Only 390 more to go. Miss Rachel, you've mentioned a lot of stuff that I'm definitely going to look into. A couple of new things that I didn't think about or it just didn't cross my mind. I'm going to definitely check some of this stuff out. I know you're uh, educated with landlords and stuff like that. I probably will reach out to you to get more information and stuff like that. You know, yeah, my best friend, I bought her $1,000 laptop because her computer system wasn't working correctly. I didn't buy it because I think she's cute or anything like that, or it was a relationship thing. No, no, no. I did it because she needed it, and that's what I normally do. I don't just like say if I was a walking millionaire, I'm not just going to go up to somebody and say, "Hey, here's $100." No, 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 no. I don't do it that way. I look for people that need it, not want it. Need. There's a difference. You want everything in the world, but is it going to help you? No. Do you need something, like to buy a pair of new shoes or something like that? Yes. I try to run this household as a need family. Right now, we're in a need situation. We only get what we need, not what we want. Do I have wants? You damn skippy do. I've lost so much weight. None of my clothes fit me. None of my clothes fit me. But that's my problem. That's why I don't talk about it, you know, and stuff like that. Because really, first of all, you guys don't need to hear that shit. You don't. That's my issue. Would I want new clothes? Yeah, hell yeah. It'd be nice to put on a pair of pants that I didn't have to worry about falling off the moment I took a step. Hell, the belt that I have to hold my pants up now is almost 30 years old, and it's the only belt I have. You know. Do I want things? Do I want a new car? Yeah. Make more money. Do Uber rides. But right now, where the car is, I wouldn't want to take anybody in that car except for my family members, and that's it. I do care about people's welfare and their safety. To the point I will sacrifice a couple $100 that I could make Uber riding, but it would mean I would, and to save their lives if something goes wrong, that is my responsibility. I'm not going to take that chance. You people are more valuable to me alive and being friends and talking with me than taking you in my car and say, hey, we're going to take a 50-50 chance that I could actually get you to where you got to go. I'm not going to do that. And see, this is what I really hate. You know, I'll try to get over a philanthropist, that say, hey, I want to help you out. Yeah, I'm going to take a chance and put my 2 cents in. And then you get these scammers that come up, like this one here. It says, inbox me with your Cash App and get spoiled immediately. Well, there's already flags going up with this. One, why would I inbox you my Cash App if the Cash App is sitting right there? Second flag is, get spoiled immediately. No. I've been there. And you get these scammers coming on there like, what do you need it for? What are you honestly gonna use it for? Well, I've already told you. I don't make shit up. So, what basically the rundown is, they'll try to befriend you and all this and that, and then they take your Cash App and say, is this you? And they'll send like thousands of dollars and say, there you go. Oh, by the way, you need to pay 20, 30, 50, $100 to unlock it. Boom. I report them, I block them, and I delete them. Because I know for a fact. Now, PayPal is a different hand. They will sometimes hold back, and I don't know about the charging, but I do know they'll hold back. But Cash App, they don't give a fuck where it's coming from. And they're not going to charge you any damn fees to get a donation, get funds transferred to your account. They don't do that. Look it up yourself. I did. You got to pay attention. I had a really good friend here who got scammed, and all she was trying to do was help this person out. Well, they took advantage of her and drained her bank account. Colleen and Sage literally just had a scam ran on them. Thank good they came to me and said, hey, this is what's going on, and I know enough to tell them what to do. say she did get her money back, thank God. And the people that took her money, who drained her account, was from Dubai of all places, the richest place in the world or something like that. Colleen, somebody tried to scam her on her card and tried to say that they were acting like they were DoorDash, and she didn't know. She doesn't know how DoorDash runs completely, so she thought it was a DoorDash employee from DoorDash asking for the information, and she foolishly gave it up. So we had to shut down her card and had to get a brand new one sent to her, which takes 2 weeks and stuff like that. It was a scam. You know, it's impressive. Nowadays, there's supposed to be the latest one that I've read about was a scammer will Amazon you a package, okay? And when you open the package up, there's going to be a QR there, and it'll say, scan this for whatever reason. Well, that QR code that's in that package is a key to your financial stuff. And as soon as you open it up, boom, they're draining your money. Whatever's on your phone, they're draining it. So you got to be really, really careful out there, folks. You really got to be careful. Wisconsin. Good old state of Wisconsin, sir. So yeah, you got to be really, really careful out there. You really, really do. It just amazes me. And every day they're coming up with something brand new. These scammers are not idiots. They just got too much time on their hand. Hey, fellow neighbor, how you doing over there? You ready for the winter? Cute kitty kitty is taking notes. I'm not a certified or licensed security personnel or anything like that, or cybersecurity, anything else. But I've been doing enough stuff. I'm old enough. I've done YouTube long enough. I know a scam. I know what will hurt you and won't hurt you. That's why half the things here I'm not too worried about. Every time somebody brand new comes in, trust me, I've already done checked your profile. Hell no, winter sucks here. Yeah, trust me, I've been up there. Yep. Absolutely, because they're switching those numbers out. I know all about that. See, people don't pay attention to the package that they pick up when they pick up these cars. They don't look at it. And so when they scan the code and put money on it, that code isn't going on that card. It's going to the person that put that fake information in there. And boom, you lost money. Me personally, if I were to get a gift card, I'd open it up. I'd keep all the packaging, make sure I didn't tear it so it couldn't be scanned or anything, but I would definitely open it up. Because when you get a gift card, what they do is they scan the code on the back of the actual card. That's what you see is the actual card, and that's what they're scanning. So what these scammers are doing, they're replacing the card, or they're putting a piece of paper in there with a code of the self, and when it gets activated and money gets put on it, it doesn't go on the card. It goes to the person who put that information in the fake information there in the first place. That's one of the best ways. So what I would do literally is I would take the card out, make sure there's nothing attached, there's no tape on it or anything, and make sure it's the actual card, and then I would give the cashier the card. Once I verified that this is the original card, then I'll have money load on it. You got to be careful with everything, folks. You really, really do. That's why I stress on here, this is not a fake. This is not a scam. This is not whatever you think this is, besides what it really is. It's simply right there in your face. It is what it is. I'm telling you what happened. If you want to know exactly what happened, I'd tell you. I've done just about everything there is So I didn't have to do this. Like I said, Monday, I found a couple more places. But the problem is, even if they do want to help, it's not going to be fast enough. Tuesday's not. We have an asshole, and I'll say it proudly, we have an asshole landlord. He don't give a fuck. Yes, there are a lot of options after the fact. It's just right now, no. Especially with winter coming up right now. Especially with winter coming up right now. Look at 30 degrees already. Well, then again, it's what? Late September? Going into November? Happy birthday to me. Okay, somebody just helped me out. Let me see. Before I say anything, I'm going to make sure. First of all, sir, uh, I don't know who you are, but sir, I'm just going to call you sir. You don't have anything in the notes, so I'm just going to call you PN. PN. Thank you very, very much. Now we got to readjust our thing. So, give me a second. There we go, folks. Love you, sir, ma'am. I'm just going to call you PN. Bless you. Thank you. Uh, Again, folks, if you're going to donate, make sure you put a note in there. Two things. One, you want to be acknowledged, or if you want to remain anonymous. Second, is this a donation or is it a loan? Because if it's a loan, I'm going to personally get a hold of you and set up a payment arrangement to pay you back. Again, I prefer a loan versus a donation. I want to feel good about making this money. Does that make sense, folks? Do you understand why there's a difference? Or am I just talking out of my ass again? I think my daughter's waking up. Is it October? Oh shit! I don't even know what month it is anymore. How deranged am I? How deranged am I? Not even. Wait a minute, Pete. Was that you? Okay. All right. And there it is, folks. You see it yourself. Bless you. I want to tell my daughter the good news that we almost got $200 so far. Now you got to make me break out my calculator to see what's left. $335 more. Oh my God, are you serious? $335 more dollars. Shut this crap down. And Miss Natalie, my beautiful young lady, is what I call her. I can shut this down. And next time, I'm not going to do a fundraiser. I'm not doing it anymore. I honestly, straightforward, no ifs, no more fundraisers, unless it's helping somebody else. This wasn't supposed to happen. The getting the clutch was the last one that was supposed to ever been done. And thanks to the young lady right there, uh, Yeah, see, to show you that I have been doing things. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. This is what happens when you try to get a loan from a loan shark. They don't leave you alone. They just keep sending you messages. Hey, and this one says, say goodbye to financial woes. Get up to $4,881 in assistance right now. Trust me, I've clicked on those. You know what it takes you to? A search bar to try to find other loaners. People, financial features that will loan. And you know what? They're searching the same people that I've already tried. And this one I do keep replying stop, which I'm doing right now. And then it'll come back, oh, you've unassigned. Now you are now opt out. Message and data ratings may apply. This is the last message you receive. You know how many times I've done it with this particular one? At least 6 times. They keep changing up. Okay, Mr. Shelton, I want to visit him so bad. I want to go to his country so freaking bad. He is such a good person, and he's so talented. He really is talented, and I wish more people would check him out. He does a lot of short video clips and stories and stuff like that. I think he's from England. Am I right about that, John? You're from England? Put up whatever link you want for your show, people to check you out at. UK. Yeah, put up your link there, boss. Go check them out, folks. You won't regret it. I do want to put an update. My best friend Eddie and Jen, the vlogs and some, they are doing a live tonight, a live spirit box session tonight. It'll be between 5 and 6. Please do check them out. You definitely won't regret it. If you want to see a real spirit box session with no BS, no editing, no misconception, you definitely want to check out. Their stuff is legit. It's live. It's right there. And the tool that they use to do the EVP is a legit tool. It's not that app thing where it's already loaded with a whole bunch of word. Basically, I think they call it word bank, preloaded. So the app will automatically just draw words out of it and make you think you're talking about something. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them. But the program he does use is called the Phasma Box. It is a download. It is a program. It was designed by paranormal investigators for paranormal investigators. It's basically, if you know what an SB7 is, it's literally an SB7 without the white noise. It does everything. It can play in reverse. Hell, it even has Latin. Everything can come out in Latin. It uses radio frequencies. It chops up radio frequencies, and it can play in reverse. So if you get an actual sentence out of it, it's not from a radio station because first of all, it's playing in reverse. Second of all, it's playing like one. It chops through channels like 1 a second, and it goes to another channel every second. So you're not stuck on one channel. And if you get a full word or conversation or something like that, chances are you are talking to a spirit. How can I kick in? You got 3 options here, sir. You got Venmo, PayPal, and Cash App. If you need the actual link, we will get you the link. No problem. Otherwise, just use your QR and it does work. You just put it over the screen, unless that's what you're using. You don't have a separate deal. But let me. What do you have? I'll get you the link. I'll just shut up and just say that straight up. What do you have, sir? What do you have? These are the three that I have. And thank you, thank you. You bet, John. As soon as Mr. Hunter gets hold of me, I Ballin, how do I get the links? I know she has a couple of them. Or at least she had a couple of them. I had all this stuff at one time. I just got to figure out. Okay, give me a second, guys. See, I haven't done a fundraiser in so long that I don't even have that information readily available. So let me get the links. Ballin, help me out here. I'm stuck. I think she fell asleep.
I'm here. I'm
Oh.
just. It's cutting in and out now.
Oh no. All right, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to find the links for my Cash App and my Venmo. So do I just open it up and send it to you? What do I do?
I can grab them real quick if you want me to.
Please do and throw it up. Bless you, John. And folks, he did put his link up there. Please do check him out. Seriously, just give him a shot. I respect the hell out of him. Always have, always will. And he is from the UK, so if you like that accent, go for it. And his skits are pretty good. They're clever. They're very, very clever. All right, soon as Fallen could get my other two links, we'll throw them up there. Like I said, normally if I what about a year ago, a few months ago. Okay, wait a minute. I have. You're not going to be able to click on it, but you can find it. This is for my Cash App. It is. How does that go? Like this. Okay, that is my Cash App, folks. And make sure you pay attention to the spelling and how it's spelled. It's Ghost Dog, capital G, Dog, capital D. Is lower font, and it is capital I. And what you should see something like a snake. It's one of the logos I made that I use. Exactly, Shores and Shadows. But then again, they might be watching me from the actual phone. Well, no, regardless of watching me, no, yeah, they're gonna have to. Thank you, Shores of Shadows. And welcome. It was a new person I got to meet here last night. I have subscribed to you. Make sure you folks, I'm going to do this for you. Oh, this is her channel information for Shores and Shadow. I should instruct everybody that I personally know that comes on here, and it's generally most of my renters. If you want your YouTube or whatever social media you want posted out there, automatically just come in, say hi, and make sure you have your link set up. Because you know I will promote the hell out of you. Clear all notifications. That way something new comes up. So how you been, Miss Pam? Miss I'm telling you folks, my brain is on super brain fart. Miss Pam, how are you doing? And she is also a fellow DoorDasher. So she can verify what I'm talking about, how slow it's been and stuff like that. She doesn't it doesn't do it as a permanent job. At least I think that's what I understood. Pam is fine. Miss Pam. She's like the ghost when it comes to helping me out and whatnot in the past. She's just out of the blue. You don't know when she's coming. She all of a sudden you get smacked in the face, and where did that come from? You know, I love this young lady. So here we are. We're $330 away. God bless it. Oh my gosh, you got Sparks? You are so freaking lucky. You are so freaking lucky. I'm on the waiting list for Sparks. So, Cash App, you are. Thank you, Fallen. But why isn't it coming up? Let me see if it'll open up. Yep, it does work. That is a viable uh, link. A year? You waited a year? Wow. Just about every day, every other day, I check in because the vehicle I had it would be perfect for it. It's got a huge back hatch on it. and everything else like that. There you go, Hunter. Here's the two other options. You got Cash App and you got Venmo. Both of them are viable and they are working. Now I should turn around and get this. Okay. Give me a second. I'm fixing things here. All right, give me a second. I don't know how the hell you find this stuff, Paulin. Give me a second, folks. Okay, there it is. All three accounts are now at the top. So now you folks have time. Here's a lot of people who do the delivery as full-time job. It's also a staff competition. Yeah, DoorDash is my full-time job. Like I said, I work anywhere from 9, 10, 12, sometimes 15 hours if I could get out early enough a day, every single day. So I do work hard. I do try to make my money honestly. So when someone comes and says, "Oh, all my lives are about fundraising," no, they're not. Not even close. Not even close. And there's people here that's helped donate in the past will tell you straight up, all my lives are not fundraising. I haven't done a fundraiser in 3-4 months, and that was because of the clutch. And then before that, it had been months, and that was to get the car up and running so I could make my own money. And like I said before, I didn't want to do this. I still don't want to do this, but I have no choice because I've exhausted every single avenue to get the funds ourselves. Churches, loan sharks, financial assistance people. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'm going to be calling a couple more places. Even though it's not going to really do any good, even if they accept the fact and they would help me out, it's not going to be in time. It's just simply not going to be in time. If I could raise the funds and get this out of the way by Tuesday, it opened up a whole different avenue. And I could take my time and get stuff. You know, after this rent is paid, I got to spend the next week raising money for next month's rent. And plus pay car insurance on top of it, another phone bill, cable bill, and I got to get new tires because my tires are bald right now. And winter's coming fast. It ain't slowing down. It's coming fast. Really, really fast. But I got to set my priorities in order. And right now, this is absolutely number one. No ifs, ands, about it. Priority number one to get taken care of, get situated. And like one gentleman says, don't be talking about trying to raise money continuously during this live. I don't. So if you guys want to talk about anything else, please do. I mean, it's obvious what's going on. I am going to bring it back once in a while because I have to. I have to let people. If people don't know what's going on. If you don't know what's going on, ask me. I will give you a brief synopsis of what's going on, right to the point. Just bear in mind, I've tried everything, literally tried everything, to do this without having to do a live to raise funds. But I've seen a speck of stones coming from the sky. What? My mom already seen a speck of snow. Ah! Hush, cute kitty kitty. Those are naughty words. Naughty, naughty, naughty words. No, she is not playing around. And I really feel bad for those Carolinas, Tennessee, and them states that was affected, because they're not. It's going to take months for them to get a third of a way recovered. And from what I understand, snow has already is falling in the Carolinas, if I remember correctly. Yeah, Fallen just said that, and there's hundreds, if not thousands, of people are not able to take on this. So, what do I mean by that? What am I trying to get to with that statement? Well, more people are going to die. And like I said, if anybody's really interested on what actually happened, what is going on, Fallen Angel is actually one of the people you might want to talk to because she lives there. She's right dead smack in the middle of all that. You'll get the truth. You ain't going to get the uh, news media sound clip shit. You're not going to get the BS politician clips. No, you'll get it right from the person who's actually right there, right now, who was there through the whole thing, knows what's going on. You can watch news clips all fucking day long. You still won't know a tenth of what's actually happening. They only want to promote what they want to promote. They don't want to give you the harsh truth. Right now there's clips going out, news articles where news medias are saying, "Oh, there's only 97 people missing. 100 people are still missing." No, that's not true. That's not even close to being true. There's still over 1,000 people, and who knows, probably even more, that are missing. They're trying to downplay what's going on there. People are still having a hard time trying to get in there because FEMA is shutting down everybody, turning people around. And we talked about it earlier, and I'll say it again. Somebody says, "Well, why didn't people get out of there? Why they knew it was coming?" No, they didn't know it was coming. They knew there was a storm coming, but they didn't know this was coming. And the proof on that, the evidence of that, Fallen works at one of these dollar stores. Okay, up to 48 hours prior to the storm, nobody was really coming in. 2 days later, after the storm, thousands of people were showing up because they found out that her store was one of the few stores that was actually open up and running. Now, if they had known this, you would have had thousands of people showing up at the store before the storm event. So, think about it. Did they know this was coming? Did they know it was going to be this bad? I say no. And I have evidence, real evidence. Anybody else got something else to talk about? Because in about an hour, I've got to get some sleep. Because I got to work at 4:35 and stay out to 3 o'clock. Now I will be doing a live stream from my car, but I'm not going to be able to update anything and stuff like that because it's all on the computer and you're really limited to what you can do on the system. So you'll just have to listen. I will keep you updated on where we're at and stuff like that. So what was that? My country, in my county, we had one person pass away from the storm. There was a tree fall on the home, and he happened to be in it, the room where the tree fell on. Oh, damn. My heart out to these people. And it's probably one of the main reasons why I don't want to be doing this right now. Because I know there's people out there in worse shape. In absolutely worse shape. So $330 away from the goal. Again, I would prefer it if it was a loan versus a donation. I'm not going to stop you, but the reason be I would prefer it as a loan because it would make me feel better knowing I can pay it back. It gives me more respect, a dignity to be able to pay it back than a outright donation. But I'm not going to stop you. But if you do decide to send something, like say if you want to send $100 or something like that, and you want to do it as a loan, you got to put in the notes it's a loan. And then after the show, I'll contact you. We'll set up what I'm going to pay you back and whatnot. And minimum would be $20 a day, but it could be more depending on how good the day is, how good the DoorDash went that day. So it would take anywhere from 5 days at the max, just saying on $100, to maybe just a couple days. But you will be getting your money back. We're talking $20, and that's it. We can make that. That's $10 for Colleen and $10 for me. And we could do that in the first 15, 20 minutes. And because of the situation, this is priority number one. Priority number one. So thank you folks for coming in. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your donation so far. If you can't help financially, I honestly respect that. But what you could do is honestly get the word out. Hello, Miss Colleen. You see where we're at? We do have angels out there, Colleen. We do have angels. I couldn't be any prouder of my fellow Americans. And even a UK person. Twitter? No, I didn't. Let me check that out real quick. I didn't get any screenshots. Where'd you send them to? Because you didn't send it to my Twitter. No, I didn't get them, Fallen. What kind of workouts do you do at the gym? Well, congratulations on losing 5 pounds. I don't know. What is it you want to do? You want to build certain types of muscles? Uh, are you doing it strictly just for losing weight? Because I lost 60 pounds, almost 70 pounds, probably more than that now. And all I've been doing, I haven't been working out in no gym. I've literally just been doing door dashing. But you got to consider the physical aspect of doing door dashing. Okay, QQQ, I'm not sure exactly what you're saying there, but we'll work with it. But anyways, door dashing, you got to think about the physical aspects of door dashing. It isn't just driving a car. You're doing squats every time you got to get out of the seat and get back into the seat. You're walking. Calisthenics, I guess they call it. You're climbing stairs up and down. And you're doing this multiple times during the day. The only way to get the food from the car to the to the customers, you gotta walk to it. Uh, you're lifting packages and stuff like that, and it's a complete workout. My daughter used to say, "Calisthenics, calisthenics." I was like, "You trust me? I do calisthenics." Hell, just to get to my room, there's stairs. The only problem with calisthenics, the stairs now, is because my knees are so bad. I'm not going to fly up them like I used to when I was young. It takes me a minute to get up these stairs. I've already, in the last couple of months, have had my knee collapse on me coming down the stairs. So that's why, from now on, I'm always holding on some kind of railing. The surveys. Yeah, I've done the survey things. My problem is, and I found out with surveys are for the younger generation. I used to do this survey thing, and it worked the first couple of times. Actually made some money. But after a while, unless you're Hispanic, you're African American, or from a different country, you're under the age of 20 or 30, or not a female, what happens with me is you don't qualify. You don't qualify. You don't qualify. You don't qualify. And Colleen will back me up on that one. Surveys, yes, they do work. I'm not even lie about that. That is absolutely true. Those surveys do work. But unless you're in a certain gen, you're not. It'll work for the first couple of weeks, but after that, you won't qualify for anything else. That's why I stopped doing those surveys. I have it set up, but like I said, when you start doing the survey, they ask you a few questions at the beginning to see if you qualify to actually do the survey. You know, I do have one program I'm going to be looking at. It's called, let me see, I think I got it in my mail yet. Let me get to the bottom of my mail. It's called KASH Kick. Cash Kick with a K. And that one's more than just surveys. It's games. It's questionnaires. It's just watching movies. Something that John Shelton was trying to get me to do and do for people is watch their videos and have them pay me for so many different videos, a certain amount. There are people that will do that. There are people that are making money doing that. And all they're doing is sitting on their butt, eating popcorn, watching videos. You can make money that way. You absolutely can. And if you got a system like mine, I could set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different YouTubes on here and run somebody's channel over and over and over and just let it go on a playlist and let it go. So I could watch 5 different shows and let it run all freaking day for hours. You know? Yeah, you can make money. There is a ton of ways to make money. It's just hard to get into that niche. Wow, this dropped right down to 2 people. Oh well. Doesn't mean I stop, it means I keep going. I just keep going. So all I can do is keep going. Doesn't mean I stop, it means I keep. Hold on a second. All I can do is keep going. There we go. Sorry about that. That was my Facebook side. I'm still here. Natalie says, hello, Natalie. I know for a fact there's trolls out there trying to defame me and making up BS shit. I know that because I see them come in here and ask and say stupid comments, and yet they don't know a damn thing about me. And one guy in here is, oh, that's all I do is fundraiser shows. No, I don't. That's evident. Just look at my past videos, my past lives. That's very evident. Hell, the last fundraiser I did was what, literally 3, 4 months ago? And then I stopped immediately after that. Hey, Fallen. So, and now I'm starting to get sick to my stomach again because I haven't eaten 24, 30, almost 30 some hours. Well, I will after this. You know it's bad when a person can't eat. You know it's bad when a person can't sleep. And you definitely know it's bad when you don't know if you're going forward or backwards. This is working. This is helping. We are getting people out there helping us out. God bless you all. That's all I can say is God bless you all and thank you. We're only 300, what is it, $330 away before Tuesday. It'd be awesome. All right, somebody sent me a message. I'll have to check that out. Thank you, Fallen. Another thing, folks, I don't know if I told you this or if you watched my live last night. I'm sick. I've been sick for the last couple of weeks. I just cannot beat whatever is screwing with me right now. And then had this dump on me the last couple of days. It's not helping. It's not helping. So I'm thanking you guys, my angels out there, and that's what you are. You all are angels right now for helping a family. Not me, for helping a family. Nice. I'll be right back. I gotta go tinkle. Fallen chat, talk if you want. I was just thinking of all the trolls BS coming through, which I expect. I absolutely expect it. I'm not worried about it. You know, don't try to troll me if you don't know anything about me. Don't say I'm doing something when you haven't even done your research. But one thing nobody has said, and I thank God, and trust me, if one of these trolls try to come up and say that, I will go off on you like no one's business. And that is, somebody come back, oh, get a job. I have a job. Actually, the job I got is probably one of the better jobs because I get paid every night. It isn't like other jobs where you get paid weekly or bi-weekly. So do I have a job? Yeah, I got a job. The problem is it isn't going to be, I can't make enough, physically cannot make enough in 48 hours to cover this. That's why I'm doing that. So it isn't lack of jobs or anything like that. So be careful what you say, because if it's a false statement, I am going to correct you. I'm in no mood for bullshit, and that's fact. I am in no mood for bullshit. I wish I had magic too, cute kitty kitty. Beautiful thought. But yeah, I wish I had magic too. My crystal ball just ran out of energy. And it's going to take a couple months to get it restored. No, you're not. Your value is what you are. Like I said, if you financially cannot help, doesn't mean you can't help. All you have to do is get the word out there. Post it out there. Let them know there's a family that's going to lose their house in a couple days. Let them know where we're at. Let them know how much more we need. And definitely let them know that we've exhausted all our opportunities, all our ways, all stuff like that. This isn't, I'm not doing this, oh, let's bypass everything else and just try to get some quick money. No. I've been trying to raise funds for the last week or two. Trying to catch up on back bills. Trying to get enough funds to get new tires on the car. I've exhausted everything. Tried all the loan sharks. Tried all the frickin' churches. We only got one church to respond. Always learning something new every day, especially this last few hours, 24 hours. I've learned a few more spots, which I'm going to do. I'm going to do them. But majority of them don't open till Monday. And Tuesday is when we got to have the funds. The complete rent. All of it. $1,360. Yeah, Salvation Army might help, but they're not going to get it to me by Tuesday. I know that for a fact. Hell, the church that we got to, we have to wait a week before they'll help us out. And funny thing is, Tuesday is when they're going to, Colleen's got to go down and get their assistance. I'm not a scammer. I'm not going to scam people. I'm not going to say, hey, buy this and this and that. And I don't do that shit. I'm about as blunt and honest as you're going to get. Matter of fact, I've been told I'm too fucking honest. I'm too freaking blunt. Because I don't have time to play around. I'm not young anymore. What you see is what you get. You don't like it, move on. I'm a very proud man, but I know when I'm defeated. And as we were saying last night, even though this is going on, I still have faith. Hell, you guys just proved me already today. Last night, I was on for what, 5-6 hours? Made $25. Bless them. Today, I've been on here how many hours? Since 8 o'clock this morning, basically. And it's picking up. And that's what I need. See, you guys don't know it, but I'm constantly recalculating.
this is it. Watch this. This is bonkers. Go full screen. This is literally bonkers.
Real estate mogul and a television star. But does he really want to add?
There is a road in Thailand.
Just checking all my social media, see if there's any word out there or stuff like that. Miss Natalie, again, I'm going to tell you, I know you'd help because you've done it so many times when I don't even ask. And in fact, that's one of the things. Pray to God we have the funds by Tuesday. Wednesday, Thursday, I can help you out because I know you got to wait another week. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Redo this one, see if any messages or notifications popped up. Nope. So we're good there. So we just continue on. Rock and roll, baby. As they say, rock and roll. Colleen is supposed to send me some pictures and links and stuff, and I didn't get none of them. I didn't get none of them. And I wonder why. Alright. Everything's been checked. Nothing new has come up. And I'm starting to fade fast. So like I said, the next time I go live, which will be in a few hours, sometime after 5, I'll be going live. But this time I'll be doing a live from my iPad, which is hotspotted from my phone. I got T-Mobile, and they suck for signals. One thing I can tell you people, just because it looks like a lost connection doesn't mean the live stream is over with. The live stream is actually still going on. I just got to reconnect. And the reason it disconnects is because I have to take my phone into these buildings to get the product and the purchases and the orders and stuff like that. And a lot of times their Wi-Fi will blow out T-Mobile's Wi-Fi, and it disconnects from the iPad. So what normally would happen is once I get what I need to get, I'll get back to the car, and I'll just hit reconnect. So, no, I have a job. Crazy Flint's. I absolutely freaking have a job. The problem is, it's not going to pay. I can't make enough in this short of time. No, I have a job. I had a job for a year and a half. We just been playing catch up for God knows how long. The biggest issue, the biggest thing that started our fall is the car. I lost the clutch. I had to replace the clutch, and because I'm no mechanic, I don't have all the tools. Didn't have all the tools and the proper equipment. I mean, I was under the frickin' car removing the transmission with 2 jack stands and a floor jack, and that took almost 2 weeks to get that. And because we were trying to catch up on other stuff, we didn't have any money, and we ran out of money in the first week. And so that screwed us. So when we came back, we've been playing catch up ever since. And then just last week, we had ex-roommate drop a bomb on us of $800 because she didn't bother to tell us, she was done paying her portion. And apparently she had paid off her portion of the bill a couple months prior and never told any of us. And all of a sudden now, and it was stupid, it really pisses off is the fact that we didn't get any information. We didn't get any letters from the utility bill. The utility bill was sent to our landlord. She had the bill sent to the landlord, and the landlord called us up and like, why am I sitting here with your bill? So we've been playing catch up everything. We honestly thought we were going to be good. I honestly thought everything was going to be okay. Friday we catch up, we pay off our rent. And the next week we get our next record money, and we'd be all set and slowly catch up. And well, you know how things work. Not everything goes to plan, and that's what's happened. But yeah, I do have a job. I DoorDash. I only make so much, and because of the economy and stuff like that, people are not ordering as much as they used to. Because I used to make 100, 150, lucky sometimes $200 a day. But the last couple of weeks and month, I'm lucky I make $50 a day. And if you watch any of my DoorDash shows, you'll see what exactly I'm talking about. How I'm sitting for hours and a long time between getting an order and stuff like that. And then people not tipping, that doesn't hurt. And only paying $3, $4, $5 a delivery. You know, I could be out there 9 hours last couple of weeks, out there for 9, 10 hours, and I'm lucky I broke $50. And you got to remember, we don't have other expenses come in, so I have to buy food. I have to put gas. Between Colleen and I, we spend anywhere from $20 to $40 a day putting gas in the car. And with the gas prices they are right now, we're barely being able to do that. So yes, I do have a job. Colleen has a job. My oldest has a job, but she gets paid every 2 weeks. So by the time she gets her check, it's going to be after Tuesday. Between Colleen and I, we're not going to be able to raise $500 in less than 48 hours. We just can't do it. That's the reason why I'm doing this. That's the reason I'm asking. This is an emergency. This is real. This is no scam. This is no bullshit. I don't want to be doing that. Asking anybody that actually knows me knows I don't want to be doing this. That's why I'm saying, donate, great. I would prefer it as a loan. You know, somebody wants to loan me $100. That would be perfect, because that way I don't feel so bad taking money from somebody that could be using the money for something else. You know, their food and their stuff. If it's a loan, they're getting their money back, and it would make me feel proud and more respectful of myself, that knowing I work for this and I could pay it back. And knowing that they're going to be okay because they know their money's coming back. That's why I would honestly prefer somebody drop $300 right now as a loan. Guarantee you, So what is it? $20 a day, 5, 10, 15 days, they would have their money back or less. If we get a good day, it might be more than $20. It might be $50. It depends on how well we do in a day's time. So it could be a lot shorter, but it's guaranteed at $20 a day to pay back. And we're talking 15 days, you'll have your money back. That's why I would so much love it if it was a loan versus as a donation. But I will take the donations. I tell everybody that if you do want to do it as a loan and just quickly get this shit over with and want to just do a loan, let me know it's a freaking loan. So I could get with you, let you know what's coming in, and let you know every day, hey, I'm sending you this amount and whatnot until it's paid back. And I'll do that in a heartbeat. Colleen and I have already talked about it, and we're absolutely 10,000% going to do that because $20 a day isn't that hard to get door dashing. It really isn't. It's trying to make a whole bunch more after that. But the first 15, 20 minutes of door dashing, or first hour of door dashing, 9 times out of 10, we've already made $20. Because there's times where I'll go out and I don't have drinks, I don't have my cigarettes, I don't have some food, and I don't have any money. So what I'll do is, and if you check my last couple of videos of me live door dashing, that's what I do. I made what I need to get the supplies, I cash it out, then I go right back to door dashing, and it's usually within the first hour. Usually within the first hour. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, I do have a job. And like I said, being as door dashing is probably the best of the paying jobs out there because I'm getting paid every single day versus waiting a week, 2 weeks, a month, whatever your pay program is. I have my phone right here. As soon as something comes in, I usually notify. I'll readjust the rates so far. So far, everybody's just done it as a donation, which I greatly and absolutely respect and thank and grateful for. But you do have that other option. You really do. You have the links on top there, Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, or you use your QR code scanner. These do work. I did it myself to make sure. So everything does work. It's just one of those times, one of those crazy ass times where we got bum rushed and probably one of the worst situations ever. I know we can't talk to our landlord because trust me, we've been trying to talk to him. He's an asshole landlord. He don't care about any rules or anything like that. He just wants his money. Most landlords are like that. So that's where I'm at. That's what's going on. Anybody want to talk about anything else? I know for a fact there's some trolls out there trying to put me down and call me this and this and that. All you have to do is come to the live show and see it for yourself. If anybody sees anybody out there trying to put this family down and what we're doing, let me know. I'll personally take care of it myself. Because anybody that comes in here and says, "Oh, why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Why don't you do this? Why don't you do that?" Well, apparently you don't know anything about me. You just want to troll and defame me. Because all evidence is on my video. I record everything. Don't try to accuse me of doing something every single live stream because I don't. In the past year, this is probably my third time And I wouldn't even have done this. I would have stopped at this last time months ago for asking for help. So that's that. That is that. That is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Nothing but the truth. So help me God. I have nothing to scam about. I have nothing to lie about. I stay in my own lane. I've been trying to stay in my own lane ever since we got the car running. Try to stay out of other people's businesses if I absolutely can. So that's where we're at. Man, I'm getting tired fast. Colleen's going to have to make sure she wakes me up. Don't let me sleep. Because if I could get cool enough in this room, I'm out. I'll sleep fucking forever. In the last 30 some hours, I've only had 2 hours of sleep. I haven't eaten a damn thing. I'm a wreck. I've even gone to the point, I don't know if you guys know this or not, you know you can make money donating plasma. Y'all do that, right? Here's the catch. Even though the ads will say, hey, make $500, $800, donate plasma. Well, it's true. You can make that. Plasma, you got to do it, and it takes a week or two before you actually start seeing that money. Because if you were able to get it right away, I would have been down there today. First thing Monday morning, I would have been down there. Here are my arms. And I hate needles, folks. My biggest fear is needles. I will open up both my arms and say, go for it. As long as I knew I was getting paid that day. But it doesn't work that, folks. It does not work like that. And we have one of those plasma joints a few blocks away from here. I have faith, and I have faith in humanity. Not everyone's a jerk. Not everyone's a troll. Not everyone is looking to cause trouble. There are angels out there, proof being right in front of you, money raised so far. And not a single one of them is wanted it as a loan. They want to do it as a pure, out of their heart donation. So bless the Lord on that one. A couple of trolls that did come in, they did make sense. They did make some good points. But the thing is, again, they didn't watch and just came in and started zooming. Oh, well, the link's still there. It should still be viable. Unless I got to resend it. Well, anyways, I'm shutting down here in 30 minutes anyways, Fallen. So I'm going to actually end it for now. So there we go. Oh, shit. And man, does my heart hurt. My chest hurt. I hurt all over. I don't know. The only thing I know for sure is I'll be doing this all the way right up to Tuesday. Unless a miracle happens and somebody just decides to finish it off quickly. That way I have peace of mind. I know Wednesday morning I'll still be sleeping on my own bed. We've had some scares in this household, but this is the worst one yet. This is definitely the worst one yet. Yep. Yep. My eyes are burning. It's one of the times in my life I wish I had a relative I could go to and say, hey, can you just help us out for a couple weeks? But unfortunately, all my relatives are dead. No uncles, no grandparents, no parents. County's basically the same way. Shit. Why, Lord? We were doing so good. We were finally catching up. I know. Those of the religious faith will tell you the Lord does everything for a reason. Well, he needs to figure out and tell us his reason by Tuesday. Yep. You got to have credit. And that's what I've said it before. We've exhausted all the loan sharks out there. And that's what I'm going to call them, loan sharks. But we did get one to actually respond to us. Actually, responded to Colleen and responded to me. But the catch was we needed a co-signer. Well, neither one of us can co-sign for each other because neither one of us have above 700 credit score. And we don't know anybody personally enough with a good credit to even try to ask. Because trust me, if I did, or she did, we would humbly ask them if they could, and then after that, make sure it got paid off. I don't think there's like what a handful of people in the world that actually have a credit score above 700. And the sad part is, I just learned last night. See, I'm learning a lot of shit in the last couple of days. One thing I never knew about, especially for Wisconsin, if you get evicted from your home, you'll never be able to get another rental place. You'll never be able to get another rental place. If you get evicted from a place, you'll never get another rental place. Nobody will take you. Even if you have a job, they don't care. Matter of fact, if you look at some of the loans and applications out there, one of the questions they do ask, have you ever been evicted? Did you guys know that? I did, not until yesterday. Not until yesterday. Learned a lot of shit in the last 24 hours. I know more about renting and the procedures than I should ever have to really care about. Should have to learn about. We get by this, escape this threat. I already told Colleen. We already told the landlord. By December 3rd, not only will we be caught up, we'll be working on getting a month ahead. That's one of our goals, is try to get a month ahead in rent, so we don't have to worry about being late or having a slow time from work, because it will be covered. Even in this crisis right now, I'm constantly thinking of the future, what to do so we never get into the situation again. Yeah, I told you, Kitty. I told you that there is, and people can make money doing that. Absolutely. Like I said, I got this one. It's called cash something. Let me see it real quick. It's called Cash Kick with a K, not a C, a K. And that's one of the things you could do. Watch videos, play certain games. A secret website? Are you talking about the black websites or whatever they call that? One, you really shouldn't be dabbling into that type of website. Dark web, I think is what they call it. I wouldn't care if it was Donkey Kong messing with Mickey Mouse. If it paid, I'd let it run. Doesn't mean I have to watch it. Let's just let it run. Anybody knows Mr. Beast or any philanthropists that help out people or organizations that help out people immediately? Get a hold of them. Send them my way. I really do want to stop this. I really do. You guys have no idea. I literally want to say, okay, we're done. I really, really do. I don't want to go on a minute longer. But until we hit our goal, my hands are tied. My feet are tied. And like that one gentleman said, it is sad. It's sad that a grown man has to do this. It's sad that people, grown people, have to do this. And it's every day there's somebody out there doing exactly what I'm doing right this second. And it is sad. It really is sad. This hurts me more doing this than you guys will ever know. I feel like a complete failure. Even though it was out of my hands, I still feel like a complete failure. So, so again, recap. Uh, I will be going live later tonight. It'll be from the car. It won't be anything like this uh, because I'll be hotspotting from my phone to my iPad, and I'm limited to what I can do with it and stuff like that. It's more or less just a camera watching me live, and that's it. I can't add any fancy stuff. So be ready for that. Watch my TikTok. I share it out on my Facebook, my TikTok, and stuff like that, and go from there. And then tomorrow, or maybe even later that night, might be 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'll do a live until I get too tired so I can go to sleep, and then I'll get up and do a live version from the computer until I have to work again. And then I'll do the live. I'm going to be doing this live by force. I'm being forced to do this. It isn't a want. It isn't, hey, let's try to make some extra money. No, it isn't. I'm being forced to do this. So, I got to do it. I got to take care of it. Family comes first. And it means degrading myself, making me look bad, people hating me, trolls coming in. So be it. As long as I can raise the funds, that's all that matters. I want to wake up Monday morning or Wednesday morning knowing I'm not being evicted. My family isn't going to be evicted. My 2 daughters are not going to be put out on the street. One of my daughters is not going to be taken by child services. I'm not going to wake up knowing I have to sleep in a car because I got nowhere to go. If you financially can't help out, doesn't mean you can't help. You can still help. All you have to do is get the word out. Share my information out. Share my story. Make sure it's truthful. Don't be making up crap. Because I haven't lied to you since I started this yesterday and right up to now and all the way into Tuesday morning. I'm not going to lie to you. You got questions? Ask me. I'm not going to hide. I'm not going to make up bullshit. I don't have time to make up bullshit. I don't have time to come up with a scam. I just don't have the time for that. I don't have the patience for it. Period. Alright guys, I'm going to go get me something in my stomach. I haven't eaten in 30 some hours. I've only had 2 hours of sleep in the last 30 hours. I need to get some sleep because I got to go to work. I'm faithfully saying, yes, we're going to get there. It's just getting the word out, getting to the right people. There are hundreds of angels out there that do exactly this. Yeah, you do. You're absolutely right, Church. POS. You're absolutely correct. I've slept in the car. I spent a good 5, 6, 7 years of my life sleeping on a beach when I was in Hawaii. I literally slept on the beach. I've lived in my car. I actually died once in my car. That's a story for later on, but I have died in the middle of the winter sleeping in the car. I froze to death, or damn near froze to death if it wasn't for somebody that happened to notice that I was even in the car. So I've been there. I've done that. And that's one of the biggest issues I have because I don't want to ever have to do that again because living as a homeless person is not easy, folks. It is not easy whatsoever. I actually, when I was homeless here in Wisconsin, I had nowhere to go. I was sleeping in the car, but it was so cold. It was the middle of the winter, and so what I did is I took my car and I drove into somebody's cornfield, aka trespass. And the cops did come and get me. And I thanked them for getting me, and they were like, "What?" I said, "Well, you're taking me to jail." "Well, yeah." I said, "In the jail, I know I'm getting 3 meals a day. I have a cot to sleep on, and I got a roof over my head." I put my hands out. I said, "Take me in." So, all right, folks, get the word out. I'm going to shut this down for now. Like I said, turn the notifications on if you got them, so you know when I'm coming back. It's not going to be nothing like this. It's going to be a whole lot different in the car, so expect that. But this will continue. We're at 170. We only need 330 more to go. Again, I prefer it as a loan. That way I can pay you back and feel good about myself versus just getting a donation and feeling bad because who knows what, you know, you could have used that money for. So I want to God bless all of you. I want to thank you all. I want you to stay safe. I definitely want you to stay blessed. And I definitely want you to keep it between the lines. This old man's going to get out of here for now. Until then, bless you all that have helped. Bless all of you who have donated so far. And bless you guys for being here. And keeping me calm. At least trying to keep me calm.